Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Cornder, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by Maille Mathis of the Minnesota State Maverick women's soccer team. Maille, thanks for joining us on Spotlight.
Thanks for having me.
All right, before we get to all the excitement of last weekend, tell us where you're from and how you ended up at Minnesota State.
So I'm from Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. It's about an hour and a half away from Minnesota State. I ended up here because of soccer. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right, and only a freshman down there, so a lot of academics and athletics ahead of you still. But what are your career aspirations?
I'm majoring in biology right now. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do with it, but probably something in the science field or medical field.
All right, and like we said, a freshman, so you got some time to figure that out yet. But you did figure out a lot of things on the pitch in soccer already. A huge weekend for the Mavericks last weekend, winning their 5th straight NSIC tournament championship. You were named tournament MVP, and Monday, the Mavericks were announced as the 4 seed in the upcoming NCAA Central Region tournament. Now let's start with just the NSIC soccer tournament. The Mavericks take down Augustana 4-0 last Friday in the semifinals. Augie was a team that beat you earlier in the season. What was the difference in that match Friday up in Bemidji?
Yeah, we're a completely different team now than we were in the beginning of the season. And I think that's really it. We had some fire behind us because we were upset that Augustana beat us earlier, but we're just a totally different team.
You defeated Augustana, you advanced to the championship match, and you take on host Bemidji State. That's a team that tied you during the regular season. They scored first in this match, but then it was your time to shine. Talk us through that first goal you scored that tied the match at 1.
Yeah, I believe it was off of a free kick. Bounced around, hit a couple of heads, and ended up at my feet. There was no one on my back, so I turned, and I just heard people yelling, "Shoot it!" So I shot it, and it ended up going in.
Then 6 minutes later, you strike again to give the Mavericks the lead right before half. Talk us through scoring that second goal and how big it was to go into the half leading 2-1.
Yeah, it was kind of similar, a big ball into the box. Claire Cater worked super hard to get the ball back and just ended up at my feet. I shot it, I win, and I think it was super good for us to take the lead right before the half. I think that kind of messed with their heads a bit and helped us throughout the rest of the game.
So the Mavericks score again twice and take the match 4-2. Talk about some of your teammates and how they stepped up, scoring 8 goals over the final 2 matches of the tournament.
Yeah, so this last weekend, we had a lot of high quality goals from different people, and I think that's super awesome. And it goes to show that, you can double team one person, but we have 3 other people on the field who are going to do the same thing. Allie Williams had a great shot. Sophie Askira, she had an amazing shot too. Yeah, that's all it really takes.
Tell us a little bit about Jenny Vetter, the player of the year, and what's it like to play with her and what you've learned from her so far.
I honestly love playing with Jenny Vetter. She's very encouraging, and I just try to learn as much as I can from her. I know our defenders, they hate defending her, but it makes them so much better. And she's just an awesome person to have on our team.
All right, so the Mavericks celebrate with their 5th straight NSIC tournament victory. Then we go to Monday afternoon, NCAA Selections. You knew you guys were in with the automatic bid, but what were you feeling as you saw the Mavericks name appear up on that bracket?
I think we expected the 4th seed, either 4th or 3rd, but we're happy with what we got, and we're super excited for this weekend.
You take on 5th-seeded Oklahoma Baptist on Friday at 10 a.m., Warrensburg, Missouri. What do you know about Oklahoma Baptist as you enter regional play?
I personally don't know much about them. I assume they're a good program. I assume they're a strong team, and I think we just can't underestimate them.
We're talking to you Tuesday night, so you got 3 days before the match. What does the preparation look like going into Friday's match?
Usually, we'll have a meeting either a couple of days or the day before the game, watch some film and stuff. But I think the biggest thing for us is to mentally prepare and face this team as if they are like Bemidji or Augustana, or a team that we're more familiar with.
And you said this team isn't the same team that started the season. What's changed, and what are those keys for the Mavericks to continue their postseason run?
I think that we just started clicking better, as a team. I think that mentally we all became a little tougher, and we just know what we need to do to win. And I think that's the biggest thing that's changed.
All right. Well, Maille, best of luck to you down in Missouri this weekend. That will wrap up this week's show. Thank you again to our sponsor, gpac. Make sure to follow the Mavericks and all NSIC action through this weekend at northernsun.org. Best of luck to you and the Mavericks.
Thank you.